Hi everyone, welcome to Marianne's Mystic Mentions with me, Marianne. I am going to be reading the January 2025 readings for the sign of Scorpio today, and I am behind, but I'm going to continue to do the readings until they are all out. I did have a little bit of trouble yesterday, well, a lot of trouble actually. It just wouldn't let me upload anything. I don't know why, but so far today that is not happening, and I'm ready to make this happen for you, beautiful Scorpios. So now, as I always have said, and if you're new, welcome. I'm a psychic intuitive channeler, and I love to share the energies and the messages that come through. Certainly the divinations I use, like the tarot and, numerology, astrology, definitely. I'm an astrology enthusiast, and I listen and learn every day, but I still just kind of keep that to a minimum because I like to talk about the most important, pertinent aspects happening in this real time. So that's what I'm going to do. And I also have a definite regiment where every one of my readings start with a chakra check. This is something I started when I restarted my channel on the new brand with my gloves and color and energy and how it affects all of us, and something I've always been fascinated by. And I had these beautiful colored cards, and well, what's it called? It's a whole set. And I've had these for about, I want to say, before Pluto was in Capricorn. So, like 15 years ago, maybe. Color intuition. And it's true. I mean, there's such interesting phenomenons when it comes to colors and how you feel and how they make you feel. And, certainly what it feels like to be feeling good in your best color, whatever that may be. And just bottom line, everything is energy. So I'm going to pick your particular chakra, and just know the chakras are there to help us and to help us be in great alignment in all parts of our bodies, representing all aspects of our mind, body, and soul. And when they're a little bit out of alignment or they're a little blocked, it makes a difference. This is just to remind us. This is something I find very important, and I do ask and do meditations every morning to open every single one of them so that I may be my best self. And so for you, beautiful Scorpios, we have fantastic, well, the 8th chakra, which I don't think a lot of people knew existed. It's always been known, and when you look at a mandala, I took yoga for years, and there was a beautiful mandala on the wall that represented all the colors in the chakras. And so the 8th is the one that is the all-encompassing, the one that unites us all in consciousness, knowing we are all connected in some way. And I really love it. And it's very purple. Now, I was just wearing purple gloves for Libra because I'm a Libra, and I definitely love purple. And it's very much about our intuition and our psychic abilities. And that's exactly what happens when you tune yourself in, tap in, as it were, to this beautiful, vast consciousness and universe, which I believe many of you Scorpios watching me do on a daily anyway. I have 3 planets in Scorpio. I'm very much in tune with you. I know I'm a definite, deep, intense person when it comes to wanting to figure things out and find the truth and yeah, transform things that just aren't working, right? Well, you do this on a regular, it's a natural thing for you. As a water sign, you are extremely sensitive and very sensual and capable of just knowing things without knowing, like reading people's minds, knowing their thoughts by feeling the energy. And so the 8th chakra, once again, is the one just above the crown that unites us all. And it says, all that my soul has ever been and will ever be, rests gently in this moment. My soul-filled power is here now. I can't really express enough the power of now. And it's one of the hardest things to really hold on to, if you will. And every moment is a moment, and it's fast. So the now, and then the now, and the now. But I was saying the other day with another reading in relation to that, that somebody had said something, and I don't remember now where, but they said, I want to be where my feet are, which means right here in this present moment. So with that thought, it resonated with me beautifully. I hope you feel the same way, as simple as it is. It's like, yeah, I want to stay right where my feet are because they're planted strongly on the ground. And I know in this feeling and on you know, as far as the earth and my soul and all of that, I'm right here. And I'm my most powerful in this moment. So along with that, we have a correlating crystal, which I always like to recommend to people. Crystals are amazing, and they are also very helpful with energy and protection and all sorts of things. I mean, I want to become more knowledgeable in all of them, but I use them daily when I do my massage therapy sessions and such, and it's just been a lifesaver for me. So actually, you know what? I just remembered. This doesn't come with the 8th one. This was a whole separate gift, and it wasn't part of this. So I'm going to go with amethyst, because amethyst is absolutely one of the most, and it's in my pocket as we speak. I have it every day. I have, of course, this beautiful amethyst here. There's so many different versions of it. And it does speak about being able to absolutely protect ourselves and enhance our psychic abilities. And I just want you to know, I do a talk with every sign I'm about to do a reading for. I'm speaking to you prior to the filming, and I'm just wanting to get in tune and tap into, you know, your energy. And well, the color that came up, which is normally black, because your intensity is real and it's very seductive, and you have that kind of what am I trying to say? There's the archetype of you being a very sexual sign. And it's true. You use and know and understand people through physical touch and feel. You know, it's very, very deep. And well, light blue came up because right now, as of yesterday, Venus, the beautiful benevolent planet, and the magic and the love and the money and the gifts and all that wonderful stuff, just went into the sign of Pisces, your fellow water sign. And it's light and it's loving and it's magical, and it's the third eye, it's the crown, and it's also the 8th chakra, the 3 chakras above. Okay, so that came through. It's watery, of course, you know, the beautiful blue ocean and also the sky. But yeah, that's what came through. Let's see if the reading is conducive for that as well. It does correlate with the 8th and the 3 upper chakras that have to do with our gifts. And I know you have them. And with Pisces also being the beginning and changing of the nodes from North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra, to North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo, as of the 12th of January. So very, very soon. Wow, that's going to light things up. And I feel like and you knew, Scorpio, coming into this year, you were letting rest a lot of things that happened, that you learned, people, circumstances from last year. You're not looking back. That's not your style. When you make a decision and you know, done with that, out with the old, in with the new, and this is very strong this year, it's going to be in one of the best years of your life. And then onward, because the 18 months that Pisces will be in the North Node is really going to really stimulate your creative juices. I think you may end up being in even more of a spiritual nature if you aren't already. You're the 8th house. You're about death and rebirth and life and transformation. So things could change that you know of, or that you didn't see coming, but that you absolutely are just completely immersed in, because that's how you do things, right? Along with this, the cards and everything, I do want to put in the amethyst crystal that I would like to wear, and it helps infuse the reading, and it will be, as I mentioned, just to help really be in tune with our higher power and our psychic abilities, okay? Which you're going to notice is going to be very, very heightened anyway, and I absolutely love that. I asked for it I welcome it, and it's already been happening, and I'm just as thrilled as can be, especially as a reader. So yeah, there's some really wonderful things. And then I will mention the other quick important lunar aspects happening in January. And it is going to be the full moon that's happening. We did have that new moon in Capricorn. That's very, very compatible for you because, you know, earth and water really together are very synchronistic and they work very well. You know, you add water to the earth and you plant those seeds and they just sprout and grow, right? It takes time. You know, Capricorn is success oriented, very much about money and resources and comfort and, you know, being on top and, you know, never stopping and never giving up. And that's how you are too. You are a fixed sign, Scorpio. You also are ruled by Saturn, and more modernly, I'm understanding Pluto. Correct me if I'm wrong about that, but Saturn is about restriction, and you're very familiar with that, but it never stopped you. You know, you just are going to keep moving no matter what. You know, nothing will stop you, and you will get to the heights that a lot of people don't with your perseverance. And this is in all aspects, with romance, relationships. You know, when you're in a relationship, you're in for good. You are not, you're known as a sexual sign, but it's not because you're promiscuous. You just, like, I know for a fact, I have Scorpio in my Venus, for example. I have not had a lot of relationships. I'm not interested in that. I'm true blue, and so are you. And you just, like, you know, it's that or just, it's not even worth it. You know, sometimes it's better just be alone, right, Scorpio? I digress. So anyway, yeah, that's the full moon in Cancer happening on the 13th. So that's your fellow water sign too. There's just some really beautiful resonance happening with the water, and it's like a trine, and it's going to be very, very good for you. And I would say very productive. Once Mars decides to, you know, go forward, which is going to be a while. It's been in Leo retrograde, and it goes forward. It doesn't go forward. It goes into Cancer retrograde on the 6th. And it stays retrograde in Cancer, which is all about internalizing and really kind of reimagining and making sure that we're not, you know, rushing into stuff, and we're really organizing and kind of making everything, just planning stuff out, you know, because the energies are kind of lacking right now, and there's no need to rush. There's more retrogrades before April, so let's just take a step at a time. There'll be some emotional fulfillment, I think, and a positive aspect with this Cancer for all water signs in general, but definitely for you. And then the new moon, which is going to be on the 29th in Aquarius. Well, that's just about all new, just like Pluto in Aquarius, new moon in Aquarius, sun season started in Aquarius. It'll be started on the 20th. Whoa. I mean, Uranus, unpredictable. Let's make things happen. Let's work on this. Let's work as a whole, as a collective, you know, the 8th chakra. Let's persevere and push through and change the way things are that aren't working for sure. And that'll take time. But, you know, Pluto will be in Aquarius for 20 years. So between now and then, and if I'm still alive and, you know, a lot of technology things that we don't even know about. AI is, of course, huge, and, you know, just stay tuned. Now, I do have to make these readings shorter because I had delays, and that always kind of bothers me on a personal level because I like being on time and everything. I do collect those readings too. If you haven't had a chance to watch those, they're on Mondays. They're general. They're usually longer, so you want to just kind of kick back or maybe just listen and be doing other things or whatever. However you like to watch the readings. And those are Mondays, so I would love to have you, you know, be a part of that. So let's just say that I'm going to be doing the 3 card, which is past, present, and future, and then I'll do 3 clarification cards for it, and I'll finish with an oracle message, okay? So here we go. So the first one is going to be, and by the way, I'm using this beautiful new deck, and it's called the Small Spells Tarot, because, yeah, spells happen all the time. I'm all about white magic and all, you know, blessing myself and protecting myself and talking to the angels and saying, all right, you know, please protect me with that white golden light of protection. And I've definitely blessed the cards and asked for clear, concise messages before my readings each and every time. You know, anything you may want to do, you know, crystals are a form of spells to make sure that we're being protected, right? That kind of thing. I love this deck, though. So I have shuffled them, but let's see here now. First card is going to be the recent past. Moving into this reading of beautiful Happy New Year 2025. And you have the Lovers. Okay, that's good. You know, Libra's reading, I don't know if you have any Libra placements. It was a lot about the mind, and you know, Libras and air signs would get in our head. But there's nothing wrong with that. In order to work through things, we do that, and then after we stop ruminating and realize, okay, that's done. You know, I've had a good night's sleep, or maybe I hadn't eaten, whatever the case may be. You know, it's too much, and it's never to our advantage. But this is the Lovers. This is beautiful. It doesn't necessarily have to mean you're in love, but I hope you love yourself more than you've ever loved yourself before, and you are also just in love with life. And, you know, your family, your pets, your whatever. I hope you're just feeling immersed in that with this incredible energy of Venus and Pisces, because Pisces is all about love. They're the most romantic, selfless, giving, you know, nurturing, caring. They just want to continue to just make this world the best place for all of us to live, right? And you are okay with that. And so it's a 6. That represents, you know, the planet Venus. It is about balance and so forth, the 6th house, which is where Saturn has been in Pisces. No, I'm sorry. Scratch that. I'm just letting you know that as a Libra, I was part of the reading. I apologize. Saturn in Pisces and anything in Pisces falls in Libra's 6th house. So forget that. Anyway, unless you have Libra, and you might. So I always ask everybody to watch their sun, moon, rising, and certainly Venus, but I always include Mercury too. Anyway, Lovers, perfect selection if it's not, romance, partnership of some kind, feeling really good about this. Venus is definitely involved, which is what the 6 was, the planet Venus. You got the sun, the moon, you got the sun in the morning and the moon. It's all good. You're feeling good. You're feeling at peace. You're feeling emotionally fulfilled. Not surprising. The present energy. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. You know, I mean, you're so steadfast and so diligent and determined, and deep and intense. The 10 of Pentacles. So the present, you're just feeling like I work hard and I've worked hard and I've established things and it took a while and I deserve it, and I know that I'm only interested in feeling good. I'm only interested in my health. I'm only interested in the health of others. You know, I care greatly. I have deep, deep love, and I'm absolutely loving this for you. So maybe something in regards to the person you're with or you're interested in working with, and all those things are going to really bring a huge uplifting and you know, up-leveling of anything having to do with Pentacles, because they're grounded energy, right? And I mentioned we're still in Capricorn season, which is all about, they're very, very, very resourceful and usually very, very comfortable. So that's spectacular. Not a lot to say. It's pretty self-explanatory. The third is your future. And you got the 3 of Wands. You're fired up, okay? Now, just bear with me 1 second, because I mentioned that Saturn is your ruling planet. Yeah, but also it was Mars. That's what it was, not Pluto. You were notoriously, originally, historically known for Mars being it. And boy, Mars is like, that's everything. We can have thoughts, we can dream away our lives if we want to, be very, very, you know, have amazing imagination and creativity. But unless you have that fire and that chutzpah and that spine and that spirit, it doesn't really get out into, you know, tangible type of form, you know, in this 3D world, 5D, whatever. But 3 of Wands is, you are so ready and you are on point and you're working with others. And, you are not going to settle. You're not going to set back. You're expanding your horizons. So much will grow this year with the North Node. And then I didn't mention so much the Virgo, but Virgo is extremely good for you as an Earth sign. But the Virgo South, any South node is about eliminating, maybe not being as critical in the aspects that are not, there's a positive and negative of each, right? I guess I can say a high and a bright and a darker energy. And Virgos can be very self-critical in addition to just being judgmental and stuff. And those are things that I think are something we all can work on, right? I know for myself, of course, it happens, and I'm not happy about that. So it's always in my prayer and my best interest. And I always like to invite others to say, let's just let that go. We're all one here. We're all this 8th chakra. We're all united. We all are expressions of God, and, we're equal, okay? It's just that simple. I mean, it doesn't matter what you make and all of those other variables. None of that matters. We have a soul. We asked to come here. We are here in a time that is unprecedented. And this year is one of those times, I'll tell you. So it's a glorious time, and I feel honored to be here. And so you are definitely expanding your life. We could end right here. It's absolutely great. I'm going to do a clarification anyway, though. The Lovers, what do we have to say for that? 2 of Wands. Okay, there's the rolling of the dice. Instantly, I think, do you have options? I mean, it happens, depending on where you're at and everything. I mean, why settle if you're thinking, I'm interested in a couple, but I'm going to narrow that down this year. I really feel pretty strong about, and you're doing the little list of pros and cons, but also it could have nothing to do with that. Maybe you are going to take a chance on something that's going to really help to solidify the relationship, because 2 is about couple, right? 2 is about partnership. Wands is about, I'm going to take that leap of faith. I'm going to energize myself and believe in the possibility. It reminds me of, the Fool, although that's the 0 card in the major arcana. Purple nail polish. Well, listen, I don't know. I can't say, but I like it. And, anything having to do with wands, that's the Aries, the Leo, and the Sagittarius signs, all being a fire, and, enthusiasm and freedom and adventure, and that's exciting to you. Perhaps you might have an eye on somebody who is one of those 3. And congratulations, because that's an exciting combination, trust me. So, moving on, then we have the present 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. What? Okay, so, oh my God, I told you this year is going to be about you just saying, okay, been there, done that, done. You are so ready to open up new horizons, and the wands are the power and the strength once, Mars retrograde actually does station forward, although everything can happen when it's not. It's just a little bit less, you're a little less energetic, but we can pull, we can pull it from the ground. We can meditate on and asking for more energy. You got this. Look at that fire. So beautiful. That's what's going to create this. Whatever this idea is, whatever venture you're wanting to do. And I do see it as possibly being with somebody, though. It makes sense, and that has a lot to do. So maybe it isn't romantic, and that's perfectly fine, right? I mean, like I said, love is so many different things. Love and spirit, and feeling good about, where you are in the world and what you're doing is so, so wonderful. That's when romantic love seems to come, and you're just so focused on other things, right? And you're feeling good, and you've got this aura around you. Yes, I love it. Well, clarifying the last, which is the future again. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, now this is that card that, gosh, I'm going to be honest, this would come up in my personal readings so much. And I understood it. But I made a promise to myself. I said, self, we're doing away with this. Because this is halfway to the 10. You already got the 10. But this is feeling like oh, something's not quite right. I might not be enough. I might not have what it takes. Somebody said that somewhere, somehow, in some way, and you just kind of sticking in your, your feelings. With you, it's feelings. And it's all absolutely not worthy of a moment's thought. Okay, because these are passing feelings. We all get them. When you recognize that, please, may I invite you to just say, whoop, gone. I am enough. I do matter. I will achieve what I want to. I will be patient. It is the Pentacles after all. It can take some time, maybe in different timing than yours, but I think you know all of this anyway, and you're prepared for all of that. So when it comes to this venture and, other people involved, that's always something that, it's out of your hands when it's with other people a lot of times. But you know how to control your feelings and your part in it. And you're going to do your best, and it's going to be amazing. And this reading is amazing. And this year is amazing because we can make it amazing. And we have the ability and the help and the co-creation happening at all times. I'm going to finish with your oracle message. Okay, beautiful Scorpios. And I just want to say as a quick plug, I suppose, to please, if you did resonate, this is a little sample of what I do. I do private readings. There is a link below to my website, which is my massage therapy business, but I do readings in person there. So what happens is you can book an appointment with a reading, and then it'll take that space. And then what I would do is send you a video. At this point, I'm wanting to work on the Zoom as well. So that's not set up yet, but all of that will be. So maybe we can talk about it, and you certainly are more than welcome to sign up, get that part done. Ask me any questions, as far as the cost and all that. That'll all come into play too as a link. But I just thought I'd put that out there. Like and subscribe though, for sure, if you would. It just takes a moment. It's free. And it really is going to help me build this channel, because this is it. This is what I'm going to be doing when I'm no longer doing massage, which is coming right up. Oh, it's a weird feeling. But anyway, so thank you very much in advance. Your card, I love this so much. I love it so much. It's so in line with the reading. The Well Watcher. Okay, your depth, your water, it's all in there, Bring it out, man, with pride and great power and accomplishment that you have. The words below are wisdom, power, and the divine, because it's everything we spoke of. I just love Spirit for that, and I love it when it does, go in tandem with the reading. And it is number 7, and that is definitely spiritual, and it's definitely lucky. We are in a 9 year. That is about completions, and you've already done a lot of that. So wonderful, wonderful reading. Beautiful energy. May it last the entire year for you. Do check out the collective, like I mentioned, I do on Mondays if you feel so inclined. I appreciate you so much. Have a beautiful month. Thank you. Bye for now.